Hey, what's up everyone? Forever Lego Studios here, back again with another video. And guys, welcome back to another episode of Forever Answering Your Questions, episode 9. If you're new to this channel or new to this series, basically it is a weekly Q&A series I do here on the channel, where I ask you guys each week to leave me comments relating to Lego Star Wars, or MOC questions. And each week I do my best to answer as many as I possibly can. With all that out, let's get on to today's first question. First question today comes from Bly Productions. He asks, nice vid, what is your favorite style of flooring, snot, tiles, pipes, etc.? So what he's meaning by is basically like which I guess design do I so choose or prefer. And honestly, I'm gonna go with snot or studs not on top. I know it's a funny acronym, but honestly I think it gives like the best, I guess, look for certain things, especially like if you're doing a road or doing like a platform or doing a landing pad, something like that. It just looks much appealing more than tiles or certain things like that. Now those other ideas for like roads and floor patterns, they look fine, they look great honestly, especially if you do it correctly, but if like, again, for road scenarios, like I've talked about doing maybe an Arkham MOC like down the road. I actually have a small one which I'll be showcasing hopefully next week. And basically for the roads on that, I would love to do snot roads because it gives the most appealing, or I guess the better looking of the road. So I'm gonna have to choose the snot idea just because of the fact that I really like how it looks, and I'm gonna do my best, or Aiden and I are gonna do our best to get as many like snot details in Camino. So hopefully that answers your question. Next question comes from Marfan20. He asks, if you could go back in time and change anything on Hoth, what would you change? So if I went back to Hoth and could change anything, I'd probably change up, I guess, near the back where Echo Base was. That was okay. So funny enough, honestly, I preferred the battlefield of Hoth, and I still do. But a lot of people, or at least a lot of you guys, preferred the actual interior of Hoth, which I was quite surprised because the interior was the last thing I did. I was hoping to do a lot more with it, and I ended up not doing it, which I've gone over the situation with running out of time. But if I went back, or at least had a lot more time and still was working on Hoth, I'd probably continue the interior, basically adding a lot more rooms, a lot more detail to it. I would want to do something better with the actual flooring of the Echo Base, because for the most part the flooring was just the stud plates and all that kind of showing. I wasn't the biggest fan of that, but I realized that it wasn't that big a deal because of the fact that I didn't have that much time, and honestly it looked fine. So I'd probably go back and fix the interior, or I guess extend the interior, maybe adding some more rooms and adding a few other Easter eggs. Yeah, other than that, like, again, I really enjoyed the battlefield. I think that came out perfect. I don't think there's really anything I would change with that. I love the trench. I love the overall battle effect. Maybe adding a couple more footprints from the walker, but even then I'd have to extend the front of Hoth. So honestly, if I would have to change anything, it'd probably be towards the end, or I guess the back of Hoth where Echo Base is. So next question comes from Robonut3. He asks, do you think Lego will make another wave of clone battle packs soon? So I'm actually not sure, just because of the fact that I know the Clone Wars is reprising, or at least returning for its next season. And I would love to see a clone battle pack, at least a decent clone battle pack. So the last one I thought was a fine battle pack, even though I do think it could remove the other two Jedi and add like some other figures. But honestly, like, I really enjoyed that battle pack, and that's kind of why I have quite a lot of them. But if they do any clone battle packs, I would love to see it. Maybe they could do something revolving around the 501st or 212, or just a standard battle pack. Like, honestly, I would love to get like a standard Phase 2 Clone Trooper battle pack. Even if there's only 2 of them in there, I wouldn't mind, just because of the fact that in general they'll build up the Phase 2 clone army. So I would love to see it. I'm not sure if they're going to do it, just because of the fact that I firmly believe that there isn't going to be a full wave for the new Clone Wars season. Again, I could be wrong, and if I am, so be it. Like, I'm not going to complain about that. But honestly, I'm not sure that they're going to put a battle pack out. If they do, I hope so, and I would love to see another clone battle pack return. Next question comes from Tarful Studios. He asks, what is your favorite Clone Legion, and what is your favorite non-Star Wars figure? So, I've kind of been back and forth for a long time on what's my actual favorite clone Legion. I guess my number one would probably be the 212th, which is Commander Cody's Legion, under the control of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Just because I always thought that was such a cool Legion, and Commander Cody is my favorite clone trooper, and so of course I'm going to love his Legion. I think the orange stripes look fantastic on his troops, and honestly I love the Battle of Utapau, just because of the fact that the aesthetic of it, of these like giant mountains, or at least like holes dug into the earth, and you've got these platforms with these clone troopers coming in on gunships and battling them out. So honestly, I think 212th is going to be my favorite. The 501st is probably second, and probably the Wolf Pack is probably third. But I'm going to have to say the 212th is probably my favorite, at least clone Legion from that. And then for your second question, was my favorite non-Star Wars fig? It's probably, honestly, it's probably going to be either, it's an Iron Man figure. I can't remember. It was like, I think it's the most recent Iron Man figure. I think that's such a cool figure. On top of that, I'm probably my favorite non-Star Wars figure is probably going to be this Batman figure right here. I actually have him kind of on my desk because he's such a cool figure. But it is the Batman figure from that large, or not really large, that like remote control Batmobile, that like giant bulky Batmobile. I don't like the set, but I did buy the figure because of the Arkham Knight Batmobile that I built. So honestly, it's probably my favorite non-Star Wars figure, just because the detail on it is actually pretty nice, and overall it's just a really cool figure, and I hope to use it for a secret project that's coming soon, hopefully. And next question and final question comes from Josiah Weaver. He asks, what is your favorite Lego MOC ever made? So that's kind of hard to answer, just because of the fact that you've got a ton of fantastic MOCs out there on the internet, whether it be just posted on Instagram or Twitter or any social media. Then you have YouTube builders, and in general you just have all these fantastic MOC builders out there, and it's kind of hard to go through everything, especially trying to think, okay, well that's my favorite, oh wait, no, that's a good one, and so on and so forth. My favorite right now probably is probably going to be either one of one of Brick Vault's recent MOC is Yavin. I honestly really love how that thing's looking, especially since they're trying their best to scale everything correctly, especially with all their minifig scale vehicles. I actually really love that Yavin series that they're doing, and honestly, Yavin 4 is like one of the coolest planets, especially being the original Rebel base from the original trilogy, and it just looks fantastic how it's coming out. So yeah, I'm gonna probably say Yavin 4 or Brick Vault's Yavin 4 at the moment. Then most recently, I guess, or at least that's still recent, as well as like I really love Jay's Bardos, as well as I really love David's. I was almost about to say Scarif. I really love his Kashyyyk. So, but probably at the list at the moment is probably going to be Brick Vault's Yavin 4. So other than that, I think that's going to be it. Hope you all enjoyed this week's episode of Forever Answering Your Questions. Now, if you have any questions relating to Lego Star Wars or Lego Star Wars, or even MOC questions like we had some today, then leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get to them next week in the next episode, on episode 10. So I think that's going to be it. Again, let me know in the comment section what you think, as well as smash that like button, as well as if you're out new to this channel, definitely subscribe. We got some awesome content, as well as a continuation of the Battle of Camino. So I think that's going to be it. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye-bye.